He was so desperate to get straight back on this car. I'm reading all of the comments in the video. You're all desperate to know what is wrong with this car. But we actually think that we may have solved the mystery with this car, because I went to take it for an MOT now that we've done a few more little bits and pieces to it off camera, like the wheel bolts and stuff. And I only got literally, I got the gate open, got outside the gate, and it threw the engine light straight on. So I've come back in, I've plugged the diagnostic tool into it, and it's come up thermostat heater control circuit open, and then in control, image processing module B. So that was the camera. I think we said that about that in the last one. So that code, I mean, I did some Googling, it was just coming up with pictures of a heater control. We rung our Land Rover resident expert, Josh. You know that we use him for anything Ingenium, definitely. And I told him that code. What did he say? I had it on loudspeaker.
He said he's only ever done one of those, and it's buried under the inlet manifold.
Right.
But that ties in with the alternator that's also under there that was unplugged.
It is.
So, well, we both had a look, didn't we?
Well, I laid underneath. He was up here with a torch.
And then I went underneath.
Yeah.
And you found
a melted plug. So this car was smoking.
Well, it looks like that housing is melted as well.
Yeah,
doesn't
the
it?
actual thermostat housing itself.
But Josh said there's a heater inside that.
Yeah.
So we're kind of thinking that's got faulty.
It has.
And overheated.
Yeah.
And cooked it.
There's definitely an issue there. And we're starting to think where there was, I mean, a couple of people got mixed up in the last video. You can see these haven't actually been out. So none of this was actually pulled right off, I don't think. But someone did start to investigate.
Yeah.
And I think what they've done is got up underneath there, found exactly what we found.
They have been out, Rob.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think they have been out, mate.
Well, if they've only ever been out once, because they're not all dogged up. But we think that an insurance company or a garage has found that, and the insurance company's gone, bomb, we're writing it off.
Which is odd, because that's a mechanical failure.
It is a mechanical.
It's not an accident.
Absolutely. But I think because it's got a wiring plug going to it, and it's an electrical fire, they're like, done. They are, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess so.
But we know that a car's got fail-safes all over it, and fuses, and I'm sure that the fuse for that wiring in particular is going to be blown as well. But it's weird how it never come on before. I never noticed it before when I cleared all the codes.
No.
Maybe it was there and I've just skipped past it, because this car had a flat battery and had 30 odd codes. Anyway, we're not interested in talking about it anymore. We want this done.
Yeah.
I've rung Land Rover and they're like £22 cheaper to buy genuine than it is on eBay. I'm going to leave you with Chris. He's going to strip this inlet manifold off after, of course, Josh told us to.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go and pick up the new part, and we're going to get it fitted, and hopefully we can get them side by side and show it.
There isn't a lot of room there, is
There's
there?
not a lot of room.
Josh did say one of his technicians, when he works on these, removes the front panel, didn't he?
Yes.
So it pulls it all out.
Yeah.
But Josh said he done one, and he definitely done it by taking the manifold off and leaving the rads and the front panel in place.
Yeah.
So we're going to go that route, aren't we?
Yeah, he did say even if you do take the front panel off and the rads, you still have to take the inlet off, because there's one bolt behind it that you can't get to for that thermostat housing. Anyway, enough waffle, mate. I'll get over there and get it.
It looks tight to work on.
It does, but
it is what it is.
It's got to be done, hasn't it?
Yep.
I'll leave you to crack on with it,
Yep.
and I'll go and fetch the parts. I did stay a little bit longer there. You can see I made a bit of a plan with Chris and actually started helping him with a few bits before I headed off, but he did crack straight on with it here. And it's very, very tight in there, isn't it? These are actually quite small under the bonnet. There's a 2-litre engine in there and a gearbox, so he's just undoing loads of little 8 mils, just everything around that inlet manifold, because then you've got to try and get to the bolts for it. We do find a little bit later on in the video that it's actually a little bit painful doing it this way, if I'm completely honest, but again, you'll see that later in the video. So yeah, he's just currently working on that inlet manifold, and you have got all of your pipes, all of your wiring all over the top of it, and then you've got your bolts top and bottom on the inlet manifold. both all the way along the bottom. So I think there's actually 8 or 10 bolts. So there'll be 4 or 5 along the top and 4 or 5 along the bottom. You need to get in them as well. And you're going to be using different length extension bars and different tools to get in different gaps. I'm sure any of you that work on vehicles know exactly what I'm talking about. They're just so tricky to work on cars now, and you need so many different specialist tools. I've come back and actually undone a couple of bolts that Chris couldn't quite get his hands in. Well, I've just got back and I'm absolutely, for the first time in a long time, gobsmacked, because I can't believe that this even starts up after what Chris has found. So he's got the boroscope out. I mean, look at, it's not the best in the world recording that screen, but
burnt.
It's badly, and I can really smell it now. You've started moving stuff out of the way. It really does smell.
I mean, whether that's glow plug loom has caught fire, or it is that thermostat housing heater that's caught fire or got hot. But yeah, you can see bits of, well, even along the bottom of this is the bottom of the
manifold.
Yeah, so this is one of these like ribs, and you can see where that's got hot. I mean, what else we're going to find once we get it? Look.
Wow. It just it doesn't show it enough.
I'm amazed,
yeah, you can see
like
that.
you say, amazed it run, but amazed it didn't smoke.
You just
or
tip that round. That's it, Chris. Thank you, mate. Yeah, that's horrendous, isn't it? You can see the glow plug there where we've just managed to pop the wire off, but they're actually melted a little bit on the caps, so we've struggled to actually get them off. But Chris has got the manifold to this stage now, so we're getting close. We're going to get that out and then take a proper dive in there and take a look. But I'll be honest, mate, that ain't looking too good, is it? Well, we know it runs.
We know it runs,
like
so it's probably going to be more than
just that part
that you've just been and picked up, which, looking at it, looks quite easy to change once this is off.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, isn't it?
Sure, I guess let's continue and get this off so that we can all take a look together. But that's
the mystery
that's quite
solved.
shocking, Chris, really, because this run really nice, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
And
no glow plug fault code came up, so maybe it's not it is confined to that, and it's just that's what's done all that damage. But
yeah,
we'll see. We're gonna have to. I don't know how we're going to test that before we put it all back together, because we don't want the same thing to happen to our new one.
No, of course.
If there's a fault somewhere in something else, but I guess that's we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Definitely.
Rob.
Let's get the rest of this off then, and then all take a look. But definitely not an insurance scam, and I should imagine just by what Chris has shown there on the boroscope, the owner was right to say that this car started smoking, because clearly it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So like previously mentioned, there's a couple of really fiddly bolts to actually get to here, and we need to pull this inlet manifold out. So I've got smaller hands than Chris, so I'm just getting in there, and we've established that it's pretty much knackered, so we've started putting a little bit of brute force on it to actually get it out. We're also dumping the water out of the car, out of that thermostat housing. We're going to need to obviously get that off as well, but we're going to pull the pipes out of it, because there's 2 pins on there where you can pull the pipes out. Just makes it a little bit easier. Once it is on the bench and you see it, you'll understand exactly what it is that I'm talking about, but we are there. What, Chris, I'm going to call this disaster hour. I've never seen nothing like it.
Well, it's a new one, isn't it? I've not seen anything like this before.
So let's show the plastic first. Do you want to?
Yeah, I mean, well,
the plastic parts on the bench, shall we?
Yeah.
So, inlet manifold. Oh dear.
Obviously, that's the underside, so that's how it is on the car. So, from the top, looks fine, doesn't it?
Yes.
But as we said, with the bore scope, you could see some damage, but it's I mean, it's worse than I was expecting when we got it off.
I can't even believe it's sitting flush. It's only for the fact of the O-rings it's sitting on. And this is what we believed was the culprit. So this bolts to the engine, and this is what we found underneath. So we just assumed that that was our issue. But of course, all of your wiring goes through these holes is for your glow plugs. And here is, you might want to shine a bit more light on that, Chris. Here is your glow plug wiring loom. So number 1 is actually looks okay.
It does, yeah.
And then from number 2, you can see where it started to get hot. And 3 and 4 are completely burned through. So
but we're kind of assuming, aren't we, that because that housing is lower down and the wiring to that housing is burnt, that's as a result of, and the fire's come up. But we don't know for sure, do we?
No.
But Josh mentioned something about piston cooling, didn't he?
Yeah.
And there's a little device there. Yeah, that looks like that's been rather hot. So I'm thinking we may have to replace that as well as a precaution.
Yeah.
I think we'll change the glow plugs as a precaution. And simply you never get a chance to change them. They're so difficult to get to. I think although there was no fault code for glow plugs, so, but...
I don't know how.
Well, obviously that's not broken through. The insulation's gone, but it was clearly not shorting on anything.
No.
So, yeah.
Chris, I've never seen damage to that degree, and this car still start and drove.
I know.
We both drove it.
I know, with one fault code.
If you showed everyone that damage and said, yeah, I just drove it in here,
I know.
and they didn't video it, they wouldn't believe you. Can I just get in there and show that a little bit more in depth? Is that all right? Yeah, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, just so everyone can see like what page we're on. So that piece there was that's the piston cooling valve, we're assuming. And all of this here actually looks awful, but that is in fact actually only, let me just hold that camera and grab the screwdriver. It is only like the sound deadening pad, so you can see that is all moving. So that's really everything that's dripped on there, and it's got hot. And also you can see on that coolant pipe there, that's actually the jacket has all melted on the outside of it.
That there, they're the two wires that go to the plug on that thermostat.
And you can see that one there's melt. You can see it a lot better now if you lift your...
Yeah.
So these two here, they're the ones that have melted off. And this one here...
the plug, haven't we?
We have.
Which is there.
That's just there.
So that's what you spotted from underneath yesterday, wasn't it?
Indeed.
But as you can see, there's a lot in the way, so we was never going to spot that, were we?
No.
From up here.
We have just, while me and Chris have been sitting there and just discussing this, we have just made a decision, and it is a no-brainer. We believe, in our opinion, we've got to take the front off this car.
Because that wiring's got to be repaired, hasn't it?
It has, and we're just going to see everything. We need to see it all, and you cannot see it with that front end on there.
Yeah.
We've had a few off and on before. They're not loads of work, are they? So, and in our opinion, I think we both agreed, Chris.
Yep.
This actually did go to a garage, and they have had this front end off.
We think
and
so.
Well, they've attempted to, and they've seen it, mentioned it to the insurance company.
Maybe,
the insurance company said, it's category N, stop what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we found the parts.
Yeah. I mean, there's no smoky damage up there, is there? So to what?
But I bet if you smell that, you hold the camera. Let's have a... It does stink, Chris.
Does it?
Yeah. So it's definitely been smoky, hasn't it?
Well, yeah, obviously from that. But there you go. You live and learn, don't you, mate?
You live and learn.
So we've got that new thermostat, but we need a few more parts now.
I have, fortunately, just rung our friends down at Reclamet, and he has got a 2-litre Ingenium engine sitting down there, and he's told me to pop down and get everything off it I need. So, sorry, mate. Well, you can go down there if you want. I'll take the front off. It's up to you.
I shall make a start on the front then.
Chris will crack on and get that done. I'm going to go and pick up the parts. Let's do it. While I'm out and Chris is taking this car apart even further, put it in the comment section down below. What do you actually think happened to this car? Now, someone did send me a link via email of this car being sold in a Land Rover dealership a couple of years ago, and it looked perfect. So they obviously bought it with a warranty, and the warranty must have run out, and they've claimed off their insurance, and rightly so. They did claim off their insurance, I suppose, because it is fire damaged. But should they have claimed, is it a mechanical issue? I'd guess, I don't know, what does your insurance cover, to what extent? I guess if it did catch on fire, then you are covered. But put it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear. Chris, you've done really well there, mate. Honestly, really well. And Do you know what?
It's a lot of bits though.
It is a lot of bits.
Yeah.
It's a
But
lot.
do you know what, Rob?
It's a lot of bits for a Friday afternoon. White.
It's not off this car, is it? So,
Nah, they definitely assessed this then, mate, didn't they?
Yeah, and I mean, I think probably all the bolts, or pretty much all the bolts, are right, but there's very mix and match where you got like.
There should be two the same.
You got 10 mils, and you got black ones, and then you got like plated ones, and they're mix and match. So
yeah. So one goes here, one goes there, and they're odd.
This didn't have a nut on it.
Right.
It goes on a thread there.
Then this.
Oh look.
Another one.
Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah.
just standing here now.
I think
Go on, sorry.
that's probably what's happened there. They've put that in.
Yeah.
That one was sitting on the gearbox, yeah.
And you found one down here in the last video.
Yeah, so...
Now this
look,
front end's off, Chris. Doesn't it stink? You found more?
On the top of the gearbox.
That's one of the little clips, isn't it? That is notorious for doing that. Doesn't it really stink here now?
It does smell burnt, doesn't it?
So, what you was...
But you can see it a bit better now, can't you, in there, Rob? That's that piston cooling solenoid.
Yeah, there, yeah.
There's no wires going to that at all. It's all burnt off.
Mate, why you was here...
How that run, I'm shocked, really.
I'm shocked.
But,
oh, you drove it up and down the yard.
Yeah,
I drove it to the gate. I still can't believe it. We should have started it up when we brought it back in the workshop before we started the video, but I didn't want to take any chances. Once I got down there...
yeah. Job lot.
I got that. That goes behind the alternator.
Yep.
And that's the bit that's all burnt and actually makes it look really bad.
Yeah, it does, yep.
I got all the pipes. Didn't want to take any chances. I thought, do you know what? This one here is in the firing line of the heat and it's actually burnt all of the sheath off, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So I thought, do you know, let's just not take any chances.
No.
I haven't got these two because they were cut. But I've got everything else, Chris, look, all the way. And even, obviously, we're not going to fit this second hand because they're notorious for going wrong. We got a new one. And then I got...
that loom.
I got that piece of loom, and there is your piston cooling
Solenoid.
with the plug. I don't want to hit that too hard on the floor. And as you can see, it actually looks like that's been replaced. I took as much of the wire and loom off as I could, and then the inlet manifold, there's your new one.
And that's got the glow plug.
Well, if you have a look.
Look at that.
I chased it as far back as I could go and literally cut it off all the way up there.
Yeah.
So we can open that up probably there.
We can,
and use all of that, can't we?
Yeah.
But how lovely is that to have? Like literally, I thought, do you know what? I'm here, the engine's here, I'm taking as much as I can.
Yeah.
So, to get that off, I know because I've just done one, we need to remove that alternator.
Yeah.
So it's auxiliary belt off, there's a hidden bolt behind the tensioner.
So shall we take this off?
I believe I
took it.
I think so, yeah.
Because we got that hose, haven't we? Yeah.
We've got it all, so let's replace it.
Shall I crack on with doing that while you go and get glow plugs in?
Yeah.
Because it'd be silly not to change them, wouldn't it?
You know the other thing as well, this car, we topped it up with oil, but it's been losing water and I can't see it losing because it kept saying header tank was running low. I wonder if that piston cooling and it's all got, I don't know if any water's got into the oil. I don't think it has.
I don't think it would there. It's,
let me go and get glow plugs and I'll let you crack on with getting some more of this.
It is a bit of a mystery where the water, but then, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Now you can see a little bit of smoke damage.
Yeah, you can.
On it, look at that.
It stinks, Chris, doesn't it?
Yeah, look. So...
all right, mate, we'll leave you to it.
Still don't know the cause, though, do we?
No,
but if we change everything that's there...
we've ruled it out.
We've ruled it out, haven't we? But
I'm going to get round there before they shut.
All right, mate.
We're very, very happy and blessed to have people like Reclamet at the end of the phone. It was so nice to go down there and he said, Rob, take everything you need. We'll work something out, which is absolutely fantastic. And why I've just popped out here to go and get the glow plugs and the service kit, Chris is going to remove the alternator, the water pipes, just remove all of that away so that we can replace that pad that goes behind the alternator and look for any more damaged wiring that we're going to need to rectify. I'll be honest, I ended up round the motor factors there for quite some time and Chris really did crack on. And I've got oil filter, air filter, oil, pollen filter and 3 glow plugs. They haven't got one, so I've got to go back round now tomorrow and grab the other glow plug. They were searching for it. It said that they had 4 on their system, but they could only actually find 3 of them. So Chris cracked on and got a lot of that done now, a lot of that put back together, and it is a case of, he just said, I need them glow plugs, and it ain't like you can do 3 of them and you can get to one of them, because you can't actually get to any of them, mate, can you?
But also, we've thought about it, and we think it's prudent to change them seals in that manifold.
Yeah, the little rubber
O-rings,
seals.
like rubber O.
And, not that we would normally say something like this, but you need to go in and start packing, mate.
Well,
because he's off on holiday tomorrow, and when you're watching this, you'll be back home depressed that you're not on holiday.
Yeah.
So we've had to work like
Crazy this
absolutely
week.
crazy this week, getting all the videos done, and of course Wednesdays and Sundays for the following week, which is this one here. But
Been a rush, hasn't it?
yeah, it's been a rush. It's been really hard work, especially in this heat. Hence why we just had a nice little
Very nice.
caramel frappe there. So I think for the moment, let's just pop that in there. That's going to be the end of today's video.
I think so, yeah.
And the end of the videos, well, yeah, the end of, do you know, we've had to go that far ahead. I can't remember, it's going to be Wednesday. We're going to see you on Wednesday in the next one. Don't forget, if you've got a car for sale, a couple of people have recently tried messaging on Instagram and then commented and said they can't get through to me. I don't get private messages on Instagram. They've got to come through to sales, SIUK, @gmail.com. Of course, you can follow us on Instagram when you want to buy one of our vehicles. We advertise them on there, then you reach out. Also, we've got Tik Tok, Twitter, all of the other social medias as well. And I think that's pretty much it, mate,
that's it, mate,
Go and pack your bags, have a great time and a nice rest.
Yep.
Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit that share button if you haven't already, and we'll see you very, very soon in the next one.
No joke.
No joke, but we might have some smoke.